So before we start, we are going to need some prerequisite things, for example, hosting and domain. So I'll link some favorite hostings or my recommended hosting in description and also to this page. And I prefer you to check this page so that you could always check which is my preferred ones. So for this one, I'm going to choose Hostinger, and you can also click on this Hostinger, and if you ever purchase Elementor premium version, just click on this one. So I'll click on Hostinger. This leads to this page. Just go into hosting, web hosting, choose your favorite plan. I'll choose anything right now, and then choose for 1 year, 2 year or 4 years. Don't choose for 1 month, and just do the payment, and you will have a thing called HPanel. After you have done all the payment, you will get an access to something called HPanel, where you will go into your hosting, and then here you will actually do the first time setup. For me it says manage, but it will say your first time setup, and basically choose a server closest to your target audience. So my audience is in USA, the target audience, then I'll choose USA. And then all you need to do is, if you got a free domain, which would be present around here, if you got a free domain from Hostinger, but if you don't have a domain that you purchase on Hostinger but on another side, just go on websites, create this, do skip, and then you could see a domain previously purchased at another provider. So if you have purchased your domain from GoDaddy or some other site, just click on this one and add your domain and do the setups which are shown around here. So just click on manage, and in here you go into website, click auto installer, just select your WordPress. So add your website title, your administrator email, your WordPress dashboard username, password, and don't need to do anything else. Just click next. I always like to turn this off and click install and wait. Once you have logged in, we are basically going into appearance themes. Click add new theme, and here we will use Astra or OceanWP. So for this tutorial I'm using Astra, but you could also use OceanWP, which is what I use commonly. And the main difference between these two are, this is much more lightweight than OceanWP, so this one loads faster, but OceanWP provides much more customization than Astra. So let's click on Astra, install, click activate. Once you have done, I'll also install the starter templates, but if you don't find this, you could go into Astra, click on starter templates, wait for it to install and activate. Once it's activated, it will automatically take you to this page, which is this one, Elementor. So we are basically going to use Elementor. Click on Elementor, and here we can get free templates, but if you want to get the premium ones, you will actually need to buy Astra, and you could use the link in description to get it. And I also have stuff around here, so you could see Astra. You could go into this page, click on Elementor to get Elementor Pro, and click on Astra to get Astra premium version. And that's one thing that you could do to support me. And let's say what we want. So we want to just install, if you want to have e-commerce website, we could use the e-commerce one. So there are multiple options. So you could see online shops, which is around here. I'll use e-commerce one because that has the most plugins and all, so you could check it out. And if you have the simple ones, you could use the simple ones too. So I'll use the brand store. It looks nice and clean. You could check it out. I'll do skip and continue. You could choose the colors if you wish, but this is all you can change later on too. I'll do continue, and here I'll just not paste anything, just to submit and wait for it to finish. And you could see that everything's installed and ready. The logo didn't get installed because we didn't add logo, but we can basically go into customize. Go into header, click on site logos, and then add your logo around here. So it was actually installed, it just didn't show it, I guess. Okay, it's now showing, but basically you could change your logo around here too. And this one allows you to create your headers and all pretty nicely. You could check it out. And now you actually got the whole website done with Elementor. And then you got, let me show everything. You also got a cart page. So there's a shop page that we have done with a sidebar. You could check it out. Let me click on this one. We got different product categories for men, for accessories, about page, and here you could do add to cart. So let me do add to cart to show you guys how it looks, and you could check all the product sections, related products. It got into our cart. We can do wave cart. This is how the cart page looks. We will do checkout. This is how the checkout page looks. You could place the order and stuff, and it also allows you to just create any page with just Elementor. So let's edit with Elementor, and you will need to watch like Elementor tutorials to understand it, but this is how quickly you can make a website with just using templates. And you could also use so many templates from the starter template library. So if you go into Astra and click on starter templates, you could actually try another ones too, but make sure that you actually choose it only once, because it will keep adding different pages again and again and again. So it would just make more images, more pages, more products again and again. And here you could choose anything that you want. So you could see all the starter templates are free, and then you could use it. And if you want even more templates to create your website, you can actually go to my website, and in Elementor templates I actually provide stuff for Elementor, and you could get it for free. Stuff like this page. You could just click download now, and then it will install or download a JSON file. And the way it works is basically go and click on this section, click on upload, click select, just click on the one that you want, click continue, click enable and import, and then just click insert and don't apply. And you could see that it is actually installed the whole page around here. Some sections are not shown which are required in Elementor Pro, but you could basically delete them and just use the Astra themes and all, or just use like some other theme that you could get. And you could see it is installed. You can also delete it easily and add any other sections that you want, and it is completely free. Also, another thing that you could do is you could go and add another plugin for templates, which is called Envato Elements. And if you go into Envato Elements, it will actually give you another option around here to add a template, something like this one. It will give another option around here, and then you could use those templates too to quickly create your website.